To make informed decision, the very first step that we went through is to collect data. Post collecting the data, we need to organize them. But why? Think of raw data. Raw data is a box full of puzzles, right? Puzzle pieces actually, from different puzzles all mixed together. So there are many puzzles and all of them are mixed together. So organizing data is like sorting the pieces before we start solving the puzzle. Organized data means putting data collected in a neat and tidy way so that we can start making sense out of it. So first thing, we have a word called as raw data. What does raw data mean? This is an example of raw data. Say you want to conduct a survey so that your fruit stall gets better, right? So you conduct a survey. You ask people what kind of fruits they like. With that as the basic agenda, you start asking their name, what kind of fruits they like. So it can be in any form. It can be a tick, or you can just ask them, you know what, just give me your name and the fruit you like. This can be the way you collect the data. But this is a raw data. You can see it's mango somewhere, it's mango again, grapes, banana. So everything is mixed up. As of now, I'm not able to make sense out of it. Now, I will make sense out of it with the help of this table. There's a word called as tally and frequency. I'll explain this with an example. So let's actually conduct the survey. So this will simulate conducting the survey. So basically, let me show that. Now press enter to ask, right, the first person their favorite fruit. So this person likes grapes. Okay. So what will I do is I'll put 1 over here. It's not exactly 1. It's a kind of a stick or a mark. Press enter to ask the second person. So this person likes banana. So let me put tick over there. Then the third person, this person likes orange. Can you see what I'm doing? Then the fourth person likes orange again. So instead of writing 2 over here, I'll just mark in this manner and just putting a line. Pineapple. Okay. Again pineapple. Again orange. Banana. Grapes. Grapes is over here. Mango. Apple. Banana. So I'll keep doing this. Again banana. That's good. Again banana. So here there is a trick. Generally, this is how many people, guys? As of now, how many people do we have? 4, right? The fifth line would be something like this. Then when I get a new banana, this is what I'll do. So pineapple. So let me get a new banana. Then I'll switch to our discussion on the screen on our board. Grapes. Apple. Grapes. Grapes again. So here grapes there are 4 and this is the fifth one, indicating that is the fifth line. Mango. Grapes, right? We have grapes again. So what should I do? I'll start a new cycle of marking. So this will help us in getting things done faster. Okay. So all I did was here, put in this manner. Now frequency is nothing but, for example, in this case, frequency is nothing but the number of people who agreed for apple, that they like apple. There are 2. We are putting it in actual numbers that we understand, actual symbols that we understand. So here it's banana and we have 5. Mango is 3. Orange is 3. Grapes is how many? 6, is it not? And pineapple is 3. And that is your frequency. Frequency is nothing but it tells how many people or things or whatever it is. Experiment, if you're conducting, it can be things. And if you're observing monkeys, it can be number of monkeys. It can be anything. So this many monkeys like this fruit. It's like that. In this case, this many people like apple. These many people like mangoes and 6 people like grapes. Okay. So basically we are using a tool called as tally. Tally is a simple way to count things by marking vertical lines, right? These are vertical line. Vertical lines means, vertical means up. Let me write it over here. Vertical means up and down basically. Any line which is up and down, we can term it as vertical. In a group of 5s, right? For example, counting how many students like mango using tally, if there are 4, so it would be in this manner. If the 5th one will be in this manner, and the 6th one, let me write 6th as well, will be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 7th will be 7. 8th will be in this manner. Okay. So we'll group them in 5s. Now, what does frequency mean? The number of times something has happened or appeared in a set of data. For example, if 10 students like hockey, the frequency of hockey is 10. Frequency is nothing but how many. It's basically questioning how many times, how many, so on and so forth. Frequency can have many names. So depending on the scenario, so frequency can have many names, but please understand the fundamental idea over here. Okay. So let me show you guys a proper full-fledged. Right here we have an example. So the system is not able to exactly give us the required output. It's kind of small also. Let me zoom in. Okay, yes. So basically this should not be the case. I mean, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. So this is 5, 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 11. That's the point of having in a group of 5s. Okay. So let me explain this. So Apple, 11 people prefer Apple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. That's how you represent 11. Say you have 7 people. Okay, how do you represent that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say you have 13 people. How do you represent that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3. Say you have, let me copy this, it will be easier. Say you have 22 people. How do you do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be in the, actually, let me do this itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This represents what? How much is this? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 20, right? 21 and 22. As simple as that. Okay, so that's the fundamental idea about tally. And frequency for this, these are your frequencies basically. Like these numbers are your frequency. Right? Can you see that tally and the frequency, they are matching? Okay, please make that observation. So that's a bit of introduction to, now after collecting data, what happens. So when you collect data, it's in the raw form. So it's known as raw data. Okay, just talking to people and taking their opinion about whatever you're doing the survey on, that is known as raw data. Once you have the raw data, we put it across in form of a table, and the most easiest way to do that is with help of tally. Once you are done with the survey, right, done talking to the people, what you can do, you can just count them using and put it in a table column called as frequency. This frequency in this case can be number of people. The heading could have been something else, number of people. So it can be any name, right? Frequency can have many names. So you don't need to memorize anything over here. Just understand the idea.